going to show you exactly how you can use visualization to do stuff that is actually scary for you right now. If you want to go up to someone and ask them for a date, if you want to stand on a stage and speak, visualization is used in meditation, it's used in hypnosis, it's used in Joe Dispenza's work, Tony Robbins' work, Neville Goddard. I'm going to teach you exactly what I wish I knew 5 years ago about visualization. I was doing it wrong for so many years, and now I've used it to do handstands, which I'm doing right now. I learned hypnosis through it. I use it for emotional regulation. I reprogram my mind with it. And I also do scary stuff like standing on a stage or going up to strangers. I always use visualization. So what if you're not actually scared about doing the thing? So speaking in public, speaking on stage, what if you're not actually scared about doing it, but you're just repeating a story, a movie in your head every time you think about it? And that is creating a belief, tells you that you can't do it because you're feeling negative emotions towards it. Your fear is actually caused by a negative visualization. Just think about this. If you visualize something and you visualize it and you feel good about it, then it's not scary, is it? Because you're just focusing on how good it will feel then. When you're thinking about going home on a Friday night and getting some candy or snacks, you're thinking about how much you're gonna enjoy eating it. You're not thinking about how bad it's gonna feel. You're not thinking about how fat you're gonna get from eating all this stuff. You're just focusing on the positive outcome. You're focusing on the positive experience of enjoying this candy. So when you're scared about doing something, what you're actually doing is that you're already expecting a failure. So every time you visualize this or you think about something, your brain sends out a stress signal, and it tells you and it reinforces this belief that, okay, I can't do that, I'm gonna fail, I'm gonna be rejected, people are gonna laugh, I'm gonna freeze on stage. This is a learned response, and every time you do this response, you are feeding that belief that you're not good enough, that you can't do it, every time. So if you want to break this cycle, you have to be intentional with your visualization. So today I'm going to teach you exactly how I use visualization for literally anything, but we're going to focus on just public speaking right now, and you can use it for whatever way you need to. One of the most important tips is that you cannot create an intentional visualization without having a calm mind. If you're in an active brainwave state or you're stressed, it's really hard to visualize. And this was the problem I was doing for many years. I was trying to visualize and I was I wasn't calm, and I was just trying to sit down and I tried to visualize and I couldn't get anything. And the thoughts would just go and just spin, and I didn't really know what I was doing. I was trying to manifest and I just couldn't even see the thing that I wanted to see. What we want to do is start by relaxing the body. So if you want to do it now, you can just close down your eyes and you can think about your own fear or own thing that you want to do that you're a little bit scared about doing. Okay, so just close down your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and out. And just feel your body becoming a little bit more relaxed. And taking one more big breath in through your nose and out. And then I like to check in with my body and just relaxing the jaw, relaxing your face, relaxing your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your back, your arms, your hands, relaxing your stomach, and just letting it blow up like a balloon and taking a deep breath in and out. Relaxing your legs, relaxing your feet, and just allowing yourself to fully relax into this moment. And you might just feel a little bit more relaxed than you've ever been so far today. So just releasing any tension in the body and taking one final breath before we start. And out. Just letting go of any thoughts, any worries, any emotions. Just allowing yourself to fully be here right now. Let's just start to visualize the ideal outcome. And maybe now when you start thinking about the thing that you want to do, the fear might come up in your mind. And what I want you to do then is first take a big breath in and just relax into the fear. And then I want you to start imagining, instead of the fear playing out, imagine the best case scenario playing out. And I mean the absolute best case scenario. If you're wanting to stand on the stage, think about the people cheering you afterwards. Think about people coming up to you afterwards. Everyone celebrating you. You see yourself on Instagram, people have shouted you out because you were so good. People trying to ask you and wanting to buy your product. Just let yourself feel and see that potential reality. And the way I think about it is every time you visualize a positive experience, you pull that experience towards yourself and you become like a magnet. Because every time you start self-sabotaging, it's because your nervous system isn't feeling safe. And if your nervous system can feel safe because you're visualizing the positive and most wonderful, amazing outcome, then that means it can feel safe in the success also. And it can feel calm in the success. But all your mind knows right now is the negative expected outcome, which is full of stress, full of negative emotions. So all you need to really do is just to continue every time you go to a negative visualization, create the best case scenario. And here's the next part of this. So what you can also do is start by visualizing the worst case scenario, and you see yourself on your stage and you freeze. And this is actually what I did when I was having my last talk. I froze, but since I had visualized this before, I used the freezing in my talk, in my speaking, and said, depending on your beliefs, I just froze, but that doesn't have to mean that it's a bad thing. It could simply mean that I am recovering my thoughts and having a pause to collect my thoughts. And I used this in the talk. I felt the freeze and I already visualized this perfect thing happening that I used it in my talk. And afterwards, people asked me, they didn't even realize that I froze. They thought it was a part of my talk. And this is where it gets really amazing, because if you can make yourself see everything happening, like someone walking out the room, and you can maybe use that in your talk, or you can get rejected by someone when you ask them on a date and you can say something, or you can already have practiced the way you want to feel. And you can decide then how you want to feel. And this is the amazing part about it. Like, we're just scared because we think it's going to hurt us. We think something is going to hurt us. We're not going to feel good. But if you can feel good in any moment, even if you totally mess up, totally fail, then there's no fears to be scared about. If you don't believe that there's any failure in your failures, there's no reason to be scared. That's the secret. That's the real secret. And if you already experienced everything in your mind, because your mind cannot know the difference between real and fake, then you've already actually experienced it. And of course, the more you practice, the easier it gets. I use this every day now, and the more I learn about it, the more I understand it, and the more I apply it, the more I do it, because it's so powerful. So just to recap, you're not fighting your fears, you're just reframing them. You're just shifting them in your mind, what they mean to you. Because if you shift what they mean to you in your mind, then the emotions are going to be different. And you can feel good instead of feel bad. And that will drive you to a different action, which is you going up to that partner, you standing on a stage, you doing your things, the most exciting things for you. But of course, this isn't a one-time fix that you do one time. This is a practice that you have to do day in, day out, if you want to stay on top of your game and feel good in every situation. And that's also why I created the More to Life community, where people like you, people like me, we follow excitement and we remove the fears in the way, so you can just experience the best more to life that you can possibly experience. So if you just want to be with a group of people that are open to experience everything that they actually want in life with no fears, then join the More to Life community completely for free. And if you want to work with me and have a breakthrough session, a hypnosis session to remove a bigger fear, then feel free to book one in the description below.